Footsteps fall upon the railway sleeper bridge, hitched and hiked, and finding themselves, one by one, crossing the whispering river, one by the tumble-down tin barn, and into the vanishing point up in the nook of the hill, among these southern backwoods of the mountain valley. Winding among mossy trunks, the east-west course of the road is soon nothing in an instant. Just boots on gravel, the high kaleidoscopes of dagger leaves, frost and dewdrops, jewels upon everything. And here, in a forest clearing, in the midst of morning mist, of chimney-pipe wood smoke, of the strange bird's shriek, is a place of the thunderous silence of forest song, of rain song, of the robin song. This is a place of tool song and the howl of the wind in mountain-top distance. And here, breath has meaning again. And here is a homecoming. The cockerel crow ringing across the valley is a rousing welcome to the morning, and with flames flaring in the eastern sky, we shoulder crosscut and axe and head out once more into days of tool steel and timber, of walking the woods with an ancient eye, peering into the twist and turn of bark, of grain, of lean and lay. Step by step, as hunters stalking, the quarry is found and taken. For there, in the straight knotless grain of trunk, and there, in the broad curve of branches, is what we have come searching for. This old wattle, at the end of its time, and at the beginning of the next. With eyes closed in reverence for the great turning of beauty into beauty, the steel of cross-cut needle teeth soon sing and ring, by muscle and blood, sinew and bone, and that strange might of heart, and making the facing cut, and then the backing, one of those pillars of the forest that fall, slowly, and stuck in the annals of forever memory. And by saw and barrow, the cadaver being dismembered was carted back along the rutted track, to be rived and split by steel wedge and mallet. And as the heart opened in all its crimsons and golds and layers of silken flame, in that moment was the truth of so many years of sunrise, sunsets, and in those moments those woodland wisdoms are wordless. And in the clearing, with man-fern standing close, with dogwoods, blackwoods, one lonely myrtle, wattles, mountain ash, and stringy barks, lofty and clawing upwards, we work by the companionship of the wood stove and each other. These hands, what began with the cross-cut needle teeth, mallet and wedges keeps on with the woodsman's axe, the adze, maul and froe, broad hatchet, draw-knife, shaving horse, and that splendid notion of the pole lathe, and then gouge, skew chisel, 2-inch flat blade. And at the lathe, with its sapling pole, rope, mortise and tenons of pegged joints, the rhythm of the foot rising and falling, the chisel blade oil-stoned and leather-honed, the spinning work, glistening gold in crystal sunburst, the blade's keen edge whispering a glass cut, and every cut, every shaving, every pound of the axe and hatchet is a page of a great story. Sketches that fall onto paper, snagged from old photographs, then join in the dance with the will of the wood, the curve of branch, the twist of trunk, the run of grain, and harmonizing the will of the wood and the worker soon becomes a grand duet of running with the grain, of becoming light of mind, and of standing in awe of the visions that rise from something that cannot be shaped by tools. And so setting the plane for fine long cuts, it glides from end to end, letting fly quilted ribbons, and they lay deep upon the ground. The song of the axe, the bite of the saw, the pulse of the lathe, all hands deep in a craft steeped in the tradition of a woodland before the steam engine, before oil wells, before the cataclysmic clockwork of industry. And every cut and stroke of the tools, being attuned, intimate and intentional, has an elegance, has a meaning and power, and is a celebration of some faded pathway, some ancient thread that, though old, holds a great vitality and timelessness, and binds one richly into the tapestry of woodcraft. And in the clearing is magic, wood stove smoke, the floods of golden light in the green wattle lanterns of the leaves, the raven's hollow throat lament, and the harmonies of axe, draw knife, mallet and chisel. It all conjures boyhood memories of country fairs, travelling folk, and those rough-booted craftsfolk here. There is no time, and nothing matters, lost and found in the chorus of tools, of birds, of the woods. The sun runs on its path through shifting skies, mercurial and then golden, and at the downing of tools, all the labour stands there, is right there beside oneself, in shavings and shards, in sore hands, cut and scarred, journeying deeply upon the path of the woodland chairmakers of old, those bodges of the ancient copse. For there, riven and hewn, planed and turned, tool-marked and telling a rich tale, are the fruits of these labours. And in the forest silence of coming night, eyes welled with joy and what may be sadness at the great perfection of all of this, at the momentary passing of magic that can be held for but a lightning bolt, and how all of those distant ones could never know. But these hands do them proud, do themselves proud, and the moment does us all proud. And the light fades early into charcoal dusk on these winter days. The clouds are smoke across the face of the moon. The evening stars burst forth, and in the gathering night, with rag and lanolin, these good tools are put to rest. Cut hands are still, and there, on the forest earth, from the forest earth, an artifact of craft, of woodland wisdom, of wisdom through wood.